Betty was scheduled to be spayed just before she turned 6 months old, but she had other plans and went into heat at 4 months old. So we had to book an earlier appointment because cats in heat can become problematic with their nighttime howling and even spraying around the house. And they can start trying to sneak out of the house and then come back pregnant. Ragdoll cats don't do so well in the outdoors alone because they're so domesticated. They don't have the natural instincts to take care of themselves in the wild. Thankfully, she didn't do any of that, and we got to just enjoy all of her cute chirping and extra affectionate nature for a little while until an appointment opened up at the vet. Spay surgeries can be more complicated when a cat's in heat, but hers went fine with no complications. However, she did not like the cone of shame at all. This little bit of footage was the only time she wasn't absolutely freaking out and hurling herself all over the place trying to get it off. So after some research, I learned that many people use a baby onesie to keep their kitties from licking the incision. Such a brilliant idea. And it's actually pretty easy to do. Here's how we did it. I filmed this demonstration a couple of weeks after she was done with her onesie. Betty was very patient in letting me put this thing back on her one more time. Thanks, Betty. How does it work? Cats wear baby onesies upside down. So the part that would normally cover baby's diaper is where you cut a hole for kitty's head to go through. The hole where baby's head goes is actually the spot where kitty's bum goes. We noticed that some of the onesie kind of flopped around loosely underneath her, so we folded that part up closer to her tummy and hand-stitched it to fit better. It worked great. We also cut the leg holes a bit wider to give her a little more free movement. We used a onesie that has snaps for the bottom and no sleeves or pant legs. This made it easier to put on and take off as needed. You can use other kinds too, but this one worked best for us. We got it at a secondhand store for really cheap. She never really loved wearing the onesie, and she did kind of walk funny for the first few days. Somehow I didn't manage to get any footage of that, which is too bad because it was hilarious. But it didn't slow her down one bit. And after a few days, she didn't even really notice it anymore. Most cats kind of take it easy for a while after major surgery. Not Betty. She was jumping and running and getting into trouble as soon as we got her home. She even decided to try jumping up even higher than she had ever done before, so she ended up getting a seroma in her incision area. A seroma is a pocket of fluid that forms in the area. It's a result of too much activity while healing. Her veterinarian prescribed gabapentin for 2 weeks to try and get her to settle down. It did help her to sleep more, which was great, but once it wore off, she would get pretty crazy again until she was due for her next dose. The gabapentin definitely helps some, though. Here she is, enjoying the effects of it. Another great thing I learned was how to make a rice compress that could easily be heated up and placed gently over the incision area to help the swelling go down. It worked like a charm. All you need to do is pour some uncooked rice into a clean sock, tie up the end, and heat it in the microwave. Just make sure that it's not too hot before you apply it. Betty didn't mind it on her belly at all as she slept, and the seroma settled down in a matter of days. It's all healed up now and she's fine.